Hey, what's going on, YouTube fishing fam? Today I am doing an unboxing and hooking up. This is going to be a multi-part step. I'm not actually hooking up to my kayak today because it's raining. I will be doing that tomorrow. Actually, I don't know. I might get to it today. We'll see. But I bought the Garmin Striker 4 and paired that with a simple 12-volt Cabela's battery, which it's not in the box right now. I have it charging. And to hook this up to my kayak, I am going to be using a series of simple techniques. One is obviously mounting this bottom piece right here to my kayak, which I will do later on today or tomorrow, like I said. Which I'm gonna screw in, pre-drill in holes and then screw it in. But I will not be physically drilling in the transducer. What I've seen people do on YouTube using duct seal, it's a putty. You use this to mount the transducer to the inside bottom of the hull of your kayak. The transducer will still read and will still work through the inside thin plastic hole. So it'll still read signals, it'll still work just fine, and you don't have to screw anything in and make any extra holes or anything crazy. Then the battery I'm gonna mount in the back part of my kayak, which I will sticky putty. I will duct seal. I'm gonna duct seal a container for my battery to go sit inside of, so it's just not sitting inside the kayak on nothing. That way water, it's not gonna be watertight, but it's gonna be, it's gonna definitely help it out so that if water does get inside the hole, that it's not gonna get onto the battery. Unless the whole hole fills up, then, obviously we're screwed anyway. So let me get into this. I don't have my tripod holder right now. Let's do this. Is that a little better? It's a little better. What the goal of this is, it even says right on the top of the kayak, on the Garmin, it says kayak in-hole transducer mount. So it says there's one included in here, which I did not know, so we shall see. All right, this right here is the transducer, which I'm just gonna put putty on the bottom of this right here, and then boop, it's just gonna sit right in there like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna, these screws right here, just gonna pre-drill a hole and then screw this onto my kayak so I can mount my Garmin. Now, I have never used a fish finder, so I'm also going to be learning how to use this myself for the first time. I'm going on a trip here in 2 days. I'm going up to Deep Creek, so I'm definitely gonna fishing deeper water, huge bodies of water. I have fished them before. I know how hard and challenging it is, especially fishing it for the first time. So not necessarily to be able to spot fish and be like, oh, there's a fish, let me try to cast through it. But to know the depth, to know the structure, to just be a better overall fisherman. I always said on my channel before that I wanted to fish for the first year without using any electronics, just to get a feel for how to fish, how to bass without any help. Then I was gonna add this to my repertoire and learn how to use this, plus all my knowledge that I learned of fishing. So, and what I will be doing is I'm on the black and the red side, I'm just gonna crimp on easy connectors and make it real easy to just slide it onto my battery, take it off of my battery. So it's really gonna be a really simple, easy setup. It's not gonna take. So I just bought this at Home Depot. It was like $6. It's a wire stripper and crimper. And I'm just gonna be using these right here, these female quick snap. They just slide right onto the terminal just to make it real easy. Slide in and off when I need to use it. because obviously you can't leave the cord sitting in there the whole time, you know. It's not waterproof. So I have my cord. I need to read the instructions, so I'm going to read that first, because there are two other cords. And I know, I'm not sure what the features are, what the functions are of the blue and the brown. That's why I have to read, but I know that I'm only going to be using these two right here. So let me read these and figure out what they do. Okay, so I read it. It's for data sharing, which I'm not going to be doing. Not going to be connecting to any type of Wi-Fi or sharing my data. So yeah, I'm not going to be using these. What I'm going to do is, I've seen people cut them. I'm not going to cut them. I'm just going to put some tape over them and keep them out the way. What you're going to do is, your red, you're going to put it inside here. I got my wire sitting. Let me see if I get that to focus. It's just focus on my face. But it's sitting inside there. And then I'm just gonna come and crimp this down. All right, so there we go. We got it cinched down. And I'm also gonna take and wrap electrical tape around here too. Just because, you know, we're gonna be in water. I mean, all this is exposed anyways, but just to make sure that it holds well, doesn't go anywhere. Now, for those of you that don't know, I do have a tiny bit of electrical experience. I used to work for ADT back in the day, and I installed alarm systems. So I learned a lot about power, electricity. And then we're gonna take the blue, and the blue is gonna go over the black, and we're just gonna crimp this down. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna test that it actually works. And then I'm gonna take red to red, black to black, black to black, black to black on the battery. So the red's gonna go slide on. And you can touch the metal, that's fine when you're sliding on. As long as you ain't touching both of them at the same time, you're good to go. Red to red, black to black. And then we're gonna hit the power button. If I did everything right, this should cut on. Or maybe the battery needs a charge. Oh, there we go, I had to hold it. And it's cutting on. So now I'm gonna have to take this out on the water and play around with the settings so I get it all set up the way I want it to be. All right guys, so I just wanna show you what I've done so far. I screwed the mount in right here. So it's just gonna sit there and slide right back in just like that. Perfect for where I'm sitting at. It's not out of the way. I didn't want to mount it right here because I use this space to put my tackle box and gear and all that stuff. So I wanted it out of my way, but still easily accessible. The transducer is right there. I used sticky putty and mounted it right in the middle, in the front of my hole. Not sticky putty, but seal, duct seal. Then the transducer cable's right here. Obviously, I'm gonna tie this all up. Not gonna do it today, but I just wanted to get the initial install done. The battery is gonna sit right here in the back of the hole, right behind my seat. It's gonna sit right there behind my seat where I put that sticky putty. You see, it's gonna sit right there. I don't have a case yet for my battery, but I am gonna put a mount a case right there so the battery can sit right in there. And I'm gonna run the line from here underneath the hole right here through this crack, and I'm about to drill a hole right now, right here, so then both of the cables can pop up. So, yep, very simple install. It took me more time to get the kayak off of the roof rack than it did to do all that. So yeah, let me get that and I'll show you guys what that looks like in a second. There we have it, finished product, powered on. I had to drill a pretty big hole right here to get both of the wires to be able to fit. First I tried a 1/8, then I went to 1/2, then I had to go to a 3/4 just so that both the wires, because these are some pretty big knobs. But we made it fit. Transducer sitting right there, and we got the battery chilling right there. Very easy, very simple. That's it, nothing to it. All right, now my thing is looking it's reading out kind of weird. I don't know if it's supposed to do that. Right now it's not reading anything. Maybe I need to push it in flatter. All right, let's see here. So I wasn't getting any readings, so let's smash this thing down more. So it's very, very thin. And then hopefully that makes it work better. There we go. Yep. I am getting readings now. It was the clay that I had on it that I have it sitting inside the hole was just like gets a little too thick, so I just thinned it out. And now I'm getting readings. I'm getting structure. I had a little problem with it at first. I tried the in-hole mount, and I used the clay duck seal is what they call it, and I wasn't getting any readings. And what I did was I said it was probably about a 1/2 inch thick, the duck seal underneath of the transducer. So what I did was I just thinned it out till it was very, very thin, and now I'm getting perfect readings. So I'm about to just float down here and see how everything is going.